Okay, good morning all. I'm Amit Kumar Shinde from Mechanical Engineering Department. Uh, from last few lectures, we are discussing about the marketing mix strategies. In that marketing mix strategies, uh, the firm, any organization firm is generally using the 4 P's for adopting their marketing mix strategies. That 4 P's are price, product, place, and promotion. Out of that, last few lectures we have discussed about the product mix concept. Now we will move forward and we will discuss about the price mix concept in next few lectures. In this lecture we will try to understand the concept of the price mix, and what are the objectives, or what is the importance of the pricing. Then what are the factors influencing the pricing and different steps in determining the pricing. These three factors we will discuss in this lecture, and in next lecture we will discuss about the different pricing methods and different price determination policies. Now we will start one by one. Now we will start with the concept of the price mix. Then what is the concept of the price mix? Before understanding the price mix concept, first we will understand what is the meaning of the price. The price is the amount of money that customer have to pay to obtain the product, or in other words you can say that the exchange value which is given by the customer to the manufacturer in the exchange of the particular product, that will be termed as the price. Now this price is determined by using the different elements that may be termed as the variables also, and that variables are: what is the pricing objective of that firm, then what is the manufacturing cost of that product, then what are the different price policies used by the competitors, then what is the expectation of the profit, what is the expectation of the sales revenue generation and profit margin of the organization. So these are the different elements which you have to take into consideration while determining the price of a particular product. Then the different organization will use different elements, different set of these elements chosen by that particular firm to determine the price of a particular product. That process will be termed as the price mix process. Okay, are you getting this? Here the price of a particular product is determined by using the different parameters like pricing objective, cost of the product, competitors price, then profit margin, and then revenue generation expectations, then profit generation expectations. Then depending on these different elements, firm will decide which parameters they are going to utilize, or depending on which parameters they are going to determine the price of a particular product. That will be termed as the price mix concept, and this price mix concept will be different for different product and different for different organizations. And then we will move forward to the next point, is that is the what are the objectives of the pricing. The first objective of the pricing is profit maximization in short term as well as in the long term. What is the meaning of the profit maximization? To gain the maximum possible profit by selling their product, that will be termed as the profit maximization. And second objective is the profit optimization in the short term as well as in the long run. Then what is the meaning of the profit optimization? What is the difference between profit maximization and profit optimization? Profit maximization means here that particular organization is maximizing their profit, and in the profit optimization, here firm will try to improve the profit by minimizing the manufacturing cost of the product. Then different cost included in the doing the promotion advertising of that particular product, they will try to reduce that. This concept will be termed as the profit optimization. Then the next objective of the pricing is to improve the sales volume, to increase or improve the sales volume, and to try to capture the market share. If any organization is willing to improve their market share and they want to improve the sale of the particular product, they have to uh, lower the price of their particular product. Then depending on the objective of the firm, the pricing objective will be different. Then here again, if suppose any organization is entering in the new market, then this pricing policies plays a very important role. Now, for example, you can say that 2 or 3 years before, when Reliance Jio is entered in the market in the new business, that is their telecom business, then they have entered in the market with the minimum pricing strategy. They have provided the mobile recharges or data recharges with the minimum prices as compared to the all available competitors in the market. And then next is tackling the competition. You can take the same example of the Reliance Jio. By keeping the minimum price, they have created lots of competition for the other telecom sector companies, that is the Airtel and Idea, Vodafone. Then again, this helps them to do the deeper penetration in the market and to gain the market share. Here Reliance Jio, which strategy they have used, they have kept the minimum price, and by using that minimum pricing strategy, they are able to enter in the new market. Then they have captured they are able to capture the market share, means they are able to improve the number of customer base from 0 to approximately 38 crores, uh, according to the recent numbers. So in this way, depending on the pricing only, they have obtained all these objectives. So these are the objectives or importance of the pricing. With the help of the different pricing strategies or this price mix concept, a firm will be able to obtain all these objectives. And after this, we will move forward the factors. Next point is the factors influencing the pricing. Here two types of the factors will influence the pricing decision of a firm: the internal factors and external factors. The factors which can be controlled by that particular organization, or which are in the control of that firm's management, that factors will be termed as the internal factors. And the factors which are not in the control of that particular organization or their marketing management team or marketing management professionals, that factors will be termed as the external factors. Now, what are the internal factors? uh, Here we have listed out some internal factors: corporate and marketing objectives of the firm. This is the internal factor that will affect the pricing. Depending on the if suppose an organization is having an objective to capture the more and more market share in that particular product or service, then they will keep the uh, pricing very less as compared to their competitor. If firm's objective is to increase the profit, then they will try to provide the better quality, and they will try to provide take the more price for that particular product or service. As their objective changes, it will affect the pricing policies. Then depending on the objectives and image which they want to create in the market or in the customer's mind, depending on that also, it will affect the pricing. Then the characteristics of that particular product, and the stage at which that particular product is present in its product life cycle. For example, if you can say that if that particular product is in the introduction phase, then the pricing, that particular organization has to do the pricing. Pricing should be lower to capture the consumer. Then if suppose that is in the growth phase, again their competition will be more. Then that particular organization has to keep the price of that particular product at the lower range. Like this, at the different stages, different at different, if suppose that product is at the maturity level, then here that pricing power is towards the, is in the that particular organization's hand. They can increase the prices also to improve their profit margin. Then the next factor which will affect is the cost of manufacturing and cost of marketing. Depending on the cost of manufacturing and cost of marketing, it will affect, it may increase or it may decrease the price of that particular product, and these factors can be controlled by the organization. And the last is the elements of the marketing mix which are taken into consideration by that particular organization. Depending on that elements, pricing of that particular product can be done. So these are different internal factors. Then next are the external factors. So external factors, in this external factors, market characteristics, what is the nature of the market, means whether you are going to market the lower income group, middle income group, in which country, at which place you are going to launch your product. Depending on the nature of that market, means these are the external factors that will influence the price of that particular product. If suppose any organization is launching a particular product for, by considering the lower or middle income group segment, then that particular organization has to keep the price of that particular product in the affordable range of that income group peoples. Like that, it will affect, depending on the market characteristics or market nature, the price of that particular product can be changed by the organization. Then next factor is the buyer behavior related to that particular product. Depending on that also, means what is the nature or buying behavior of the particular consumer towards that product. Depending on that, the pricing will be done. Then the next factor is the bargaining power of the customer as well as the supplier. If the bargaining power of the customer or supplier is more, then that particular organization has to keep the prices lower for that particular product. If bargaining power is not that much, then that particular organization can increase the price of their product. Then competitors pricing policies, if competitor is providing the same product with the very lesser prices, then that particular organization also, for doing to keep in the race in that particular competition, they have to keep the price somewhat in the range of their competitors only. And societal considerations, means different factors will affect. In this case, you can see that the prices of the cigarettes and prices of the alcohols or liquors are very high, because these products are harmful to the human beings or for the health of that particular customers. That's why, depending on the societal considerations, that government may take more taxes on that particular products. So these are some internal factors and external factors that will influence the pricing strategies which are employed by that particular organization to determine the price of that particular product. Then after discussing these factors influencing the pricing, we will move forward to the next point, that are the different steps in the pricing procedure. These are the different steps to determining the price of a particular product. Now here approximately six stages are there to determine the price of a particular product. In that, first stage is selecting the pricing objective. This is very important stage. Depending on the pricing objective only, that price can be changed. It may be higher or it may be lower. If suppose, for example, you can consider that if the objective of the firm is the only survival, then that firm has to keep the minimum price so that they should be able to recover only their expenditures. Then If suppose, if the objective of that firm is to get the maximum profit, then they can keep the higher prices ranges by providing the higher product quality. In if suppose the objective of that firm is to capture the market share, then to capture the market share, that firm has to keep the price of their product or services least in as compared to other competitors available in the market. Then product quality, if that particular firm's strategy is to provide the better quality, then they can keep the higher prices. For example, you can say that the Nescafe, for all their products, chocolates, their coffee products, then other consumable food consumable items, they are providing the very high quality. That's why their all products are almost having higher price ranges compared to their competitors. So after, so in this way, this is the first factor, that is the selecting the pricing objective. Depending on the objective of the firm, they can keep the price of that particular product in the upper range or in the lower range. Then next is the determining the demand. In the second factor, different, according to the different demand levels, different prices are determined. In this process, the upper limit of the price for selling that particular product is determined. Then third step is estimating the cost. In this estimating the cost, that firm has to do the calculation related to their overall expenditure from manufacturing and then distributing, then promotion, advertisement, then the risk taken by that particular firm. And in this way, they will, at the end, they will come up with the lower limit of the price of that particular product. Okay, in this way, in the determining the demand, in the second stage, that is the determining the demand, mm, that particular organization will come up with the upper limit of upper selling price, and in the estimating cost, we will end up with the lower limit of that particular product, lower price of the particular product. And in the fourth stage, that particular organization has to do the analysis of the competitors prices and offers. Analysis of the particular competitors prices and offers. In this process, that particular organization has to do the analysis whether their competitors are providing the product or services with the with minimum cost or maximum cost. And depending on their analysis and their objective, that firm can keep the price low or high or same as that of the competitor. Then after this, the fifth stage is the selecting the pricing method. Here different pricing methods are applied. There are approximately 7 or 8 pricing methods are there, depending on the firm's objective. Here a specific pricing method is selected and price of that particular component is determined. For example, you can say that they can either use cost plus pricing method. In this cost plus pricing method, that firm will calculate overall manufacturing cost plus their overall cost for advertisement and marketing, and they will add some their profit percentage. For example, suppose overall cost of their product by taking manufacturing and marketing advertisement is 100 rupees, then and considering the 20 percentage of the profit, then they will selling price of that particular product per unit will be 120 rupees. In this way, this is the cost plus pricing method. Then they can also use the competition oriented pricing method. Different pricing methods are there, depending on that firm's objective, and they can decide which policies they have to use or which pricing method they have to use. Then after using the specific pricing method, in the last stage, depending on the firm's objective and by doing the competitors analysis, and the final price of that particular product is determined by that organization. In this way, by using this different six stages, the price of that particular product is determined at the end. So in this way, in this lecture, we have discussed about the price mix concept, factors influencing the pricing, then objectives of the pricing, importance of the pricing, and different steps in the pricing procedure. In the next lecture, we will discuss about the different pricing methods and price determination policies which can be used by the particular organizations for their different kind of the products. Okay, thank you.